You are listening to the audio production of The Hunt for Scarface, Book 2 of the Hometown Hunters series by Lane Walker, published by Audiobooks. This book was originally published by Bakken Books and is read by Ben Little. To all those who chase their dreams and keep the faith, all my love to my family and friends who continue to support and inspire me. An extra special thanks to my wife and daughters, who bring me constant joy and happiness. Keep hunting your dreams. Chapter 1, Prologue. I will never forget the first time I heard him. At first, my twin brother Kyle and I thought the noise was thunder, but it wasn't. We looked over toward the horizon on our farm in Nebraska and could see dark, creepy storm clouds approaching. But they weren't near enough to cause the loud noise we had just heard. Then we heard whatever it was boom again. Gobble! Gobble! The sound made even the smallest hairs on the back of my neck stiffen, and my body turned cold. I have heard plenty of turkeys gobbling, but something was completely different with this one. Something both powerful and mysterious at the same time. What on earth was that sound, Kyle? I asked. At first, Kyle didn't answer. He just stared. I don't know, Kent, but whatever it is, I hope it's heading the other way, said Kyle. We didn't hear that awful sound again after it began to rain. At first, it was only a light drizzle. We stood in our backyard, baseball gloves in hand, and decided our game of catch was over for the moment. As we waited and listened, a thunderclap suddenly shook us back to reality. The rain changed from a lazy mist to a complete downpour. It felt like stones slamming into us as we took off running for the porch. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed, casting an eerie glow on the entire house, just as we reached the back porch. A lightning bolt zapped one of the huge oak trees in the backyard, searing a massive branch that crashed to the ground. That tree always did have a mysterious quality about it, but now, after the lightning strike, it looked bizarre. In an instant, the lightning had charred the bark an ugly black so that it cast a dark shadow over the backyard. I stared at it, and then Kyle grabbed me and pushed me through the door. I looked at Kyle and grinned. Seems like the beginning of another adventure. What do you think? I asked. Unlike me, Kyle is patient. He likes to think things through and analyze every situation. But not me. I'm exactly the opposite. I'm extremely impulsive. I always act before I think. I was ready to investigate what that awful turkey noise was all about as soon as the storm cleared out. I had a feeling that we were going to encounter a bird about which we had heard stories all our life. Neither of us thought there was ever anything to these legends, but at this point, I was no longer so sure. Right now, though, it was raining so hard I could barely make out the burnt tree through the kitchen window. Kyle tilted his head to the side, trying to figure out all the chaos that had just happened. Little did we know that this storm was only the start of a crazy, life-changing adventure. Chapter 2. Kyle and I are twins. Not identical, but still twins. When most people think of twins, they think of two people who look exactly alike. But we don't resemble each other at all. I have dark brown hair, and Kyle is a redhead. In fact, his nickname around school is Big Red because of his height and flaming red hair. We were born exactly 37 minutes apart on a stormy spring night in Nebraska. Our mom and dad always teased us that we shook and lit up their world just like that spring thunderstorm. We definitely came into this world with a bang. Colossal spring storms aren't uncommon in Nebraska, but the day we were born was one of the worst on record. The storm was so bad, the hospital's electricity went out, and the maintenance men had to set up a generator to provide enough light for the doctors to deliver us. Thunder and lightning are what we are. I'm the loud, boisterous one, like thunder. Kyle is quiet, but when he talks, people, including me, listen to his wisdom. We're best friends, most of the time.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?